we can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Juju Green Dog wins 2-1.
Okay, we're live.
Awesome. Go ahead and start up a. Actually, no, I'll start up a Battle Lounge and I'll invite you. Create a lounge. First to two.
Why can't I edit this?
Exclusively private slots. Create lounge. Invites.
Juju. He beat.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Let me know when you send me an invite.
I have already. Are you
okay.
mine? Let's drop down to R.
I don't think I got one from you.
I just sent it.
Can't join Battle Launch because it's full.
What? Oh, it's all private slots, but you should still be able to join if I send you an invite. Vinegar, send invite. Yes.
Are you spelling my name wrong? Like A?
I am spelling your name wrong. You're exactly correct. There we go. I was swapping the E and the A.
There, no, I got it. The guy's probably like, what the fuck?
All right.
It's go time.
All right. Bickett wins 2-0.
You got Big Brett?
Big Brett was what was the score there? 2-0 over Signal Flow. Okay. Interceptor wins 2-0.
Yep.
All right, we're going smoothly now. Juju Green Dog and Mark. They want to start their match. Yeah, we'll wait until the end of this round.
Yep. We're almost at top 8 anyways.
Yeah. Strongman wins 2-0.
Yeah. Okay, they're already doing round 3. That's perfect. Winners round 3.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll just have to wait a little bit.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Clody just chatting up all of his opponents mid-match. Whatever, I respect it. If you've got that much confidence, then sure. Grimy is complaining. This shit
Nope.
is too laggy.
Yeah, I know. I just asked him who it is. If it's Mark again, we're gonna have to DQ him.
He is playing against Jaw. No, he is playing against. What the hell is he playing against? Grimy,
playing against
Grimy,
Glow.
Grimy, Grimy. He's fighting against Glow. Okay, people haven't complained about Glow yet, so. All right, we're still writing on Fallen and Young Twitch God, Karen's Anime Hair, and Genghis Khan. Juju and Mark, Jarbs and Zeta, and the Madridian True Sonic. Oh, looks like the Madridian True Sonic just finished. Ooh, True Sonic won his worst matchup.
Glow 1.
0 to 1. Was it?
I don't think he wants to play him.
Yeah, he's like, it's good. That's enough.
I can understand that though. You can get
Yeah.
frustrating.
All right, so Grimy loses against Glody, so Glody advances 1 to 0. Or I'm gonna write 1 to 0. That's just gonna be it.
And it looks like Fallen won, but we're waiting for a score. 2-1 Fallen. Oh wait. Was Fallen playing Going Postal? No, Fallen was playing
He was playing Young Twitch God.
Okay, so Fallen won.
2 to 1.
And Going Postal won 2-1.
Young Twitch God eliminated early.
Yeah, Sean's is out.
Going Postal 1, 2 to 1.
President Carter.
And then we have another one. Sean's 2-0, both brackets damn. What does that mean? Did Sean's win?
I
Or
think
did he
he's out.
lose? Okay. Sean's. President Carter wins that 2-0.
Okay.
And then Karen's Anime here and Genghis Khan is who we're waiting on. And Jarbs and Zeta Kaiser and Juju Green Dahlia and Mark.
I'm hoping Glow and Fallen, are they fighting yet? Or we don't know yet?
Glow and Fallen should be playing. Wait, hang on. I have to play against Rog to know the matchup. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, they shouldn't be playing yet. Losers round 3 hasn't started yet. We're just waiting on more matches.
Oh, I'm just saying they can start. Because it looks like, yeah, and whatever. They can start. I'm kind of just calling out the matches.
Mm-hmm. Karen's anime hair wins 2-0. Karen's anime hair doing surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Bam. And then Jarbs and Zeta Kaiser and Juju Green Dog and Mark. I'm gonna start picking out matches after.
Well, other people are going to be just sitting there waiting, right?
I'm gonna tell everybody to start in losers because we've got top winners finalized at this point.
No, we
And then
don't.
I'm gonna pick one at random.
We don't
It
have
will be
winners top
once
eight. Yeah, Jarbs
it,
and
once
Zeta-
Jarbs
yeah.
and Zeta Kaiser, Juju Green Dog and Mark repeat their scores. That is.
Okay, if you want to do one or two. Are you going to be watching the Discord at the same time?
Yes, I've got 2 monitors.
Thanks for the host, True Sonic.
It's twitch.tv/SF Discord, right?
There you go, bot has it.
Oh, you got it. All right. Jarbs says GG's to Zeta Kaiser.
Yeah,
Zeta Kaiser lost.
Juju Green Dog beat Mark 2-0. And
Jarbs
there was a lot of
1
lag.
2-1.
Yeah, we're going to do something about Mark next week.
Jarbs 1
Jarbs
2-1. Mm-hmm. And then between Juju and Mark, Juju 1-2-0.
That's right. Is Mark out now? Or is he just sent to losers?
He's just sent to losers.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Winners top 8, if you're listening, do not start yet.
You did you tell Glody and Fallen that they could start their match? Because that's the one I wanted to stream.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well then I'm gonna choose accept Karen's anime hair.
Yeah, Big Brett and President Carter and Glody and Fallen. I said they can start. Is Young Twitch God still in the tournament?
I
Alright, send
don't
out the
actually know.
invites. Let me know when
I think no, he just got knocked out. All right, Karen's anime hair and who did I say it was? Let's invite Karen's anime
and
hair
Bigot.
and Bigot. And Bigot. All right, they are invited. Wait, Bigot, no!
Let's True Sonic. No, True Sonic. You don't start
He's-
anything yet.
dude,
You're top
yeah.
8. You just sit and wait. think he's in the stream. I think he can hear us. Oh yeah, yeah. He's talking in the stream.
Okay.
Interceptor 120. He was against going postal.
Mhm.
He oot.
Guys here yet? Why aren't they joining? Karen's anime here and Bicket.
They probably started their own, you know that.
They started on their own? Oh my god, I told them
No,
explicitly.
I don't know if they did. I'm guessing they did. Because
I'm seeing that they're in a battle lounge, so they're joining.
Oh, there we go. Bicket's in. Oh, he's the Ibuki. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I'm glad that I chose this
Yeah, for
match
sure.
because this is going to be fun to watch. So, Bicket, he was the only Ibuki in the bracket, and he's an Ultra Silver Ibuki, and I love seeing Ibukis because of the fact that she's a terrible character. I love that character, but she's terrible. I think that she's terrible, at least. And a lot of Ibuki players will agree with me. And then Karen's anime hair. He used to play Karen, and then he decided that he sucked with Karen, and then so he switched to Nash, and then he decided that he also sucked with Nash. Switched to Jury, decided that he sucked with Jury, and so Vega's the player that he's been having the most success with. True Sonic with the hashtag IbuFree in chat. So I really want to see what Biggest playstyle is here in this match. Like, I want to see if he goes for resets, if he goes for damage. I want to know what kind of combos he uses because it's not easy to make this character work. I'm assuming that we're going to see a lot of sweeps out of Karen's anime here and a lot of forward heavy kicks out of Bicket. There's that forward heavy kick already. And so it's interesting that both of those moves kind of blow each other up. It all depends on who times it better, because you can get crushed kind of out of the sweep, or you can get swept out of the forward heavy kick. All right, we've seen some solid play out of Bicket so far. A lot of tick throws off of that standing jab. No big damage, no connection, and a lot of single strikes from Karen's anime hair. But against Ibuki, that's all you need. Got the counter hit standing medium punch and went into the light kick combo, so just going for the damage there. Ooh, good combo there out of the overhead into the standing jab.
Thanks for the host perk.
Ooh, not an optimal combo, but it certainly did the trick. Bicket takes round one.
Bicket with Ibuki, showing it off.
Bicket put in that practice.
Fight.
Love that costume.
Yeah, this swimsuit for
Yeah.
Ibuki.
It looks
I love it
super
too.
good.
I want to get it. I want to buy it, but I can't use mods to unlock all the colors for it anymore. So I'm not gonna spend my money until Capcom lets me cheat those colors back in. Oh, there's that sweep out of Karen's anime here. No good punish. That's such an easy punish for Ibuki. Oh, there's the random EX Barcelona. Connects, doesn't follow up. Again, there's the good punish. Even pressed it a little bit late, still got the punish.
It's gonna make him learn. Do that sweep.
Oh, no punish there. Yep, you gotta always keep an eye out for that sweep. That's the one thing that you can consistently punish Vega on. Ooh, Karen's anime here not taking that that overhead to the face. That might actually be my fault. I've definitely exposed Karen's anime hair to my Ibuki, and so I think I've trained him to always block that overhead. Oh, the
wake up.
EX Kazekiri on wake up. Nobody ever expects it, especially out of Ibuki.
Ibuki wins.
Looks like Glow beat Fallen. Nope, 4 Fallen, so Fallen beat Glow. Did we already have that one?
Fallen beat Glow. Score?
2-0.
Fallen beat Glow 2-0.
Round
Bam.
one.
Alright,
Fight.
let's see if Karen's anime hair can redeem himself. What he needs to do is just stop sliding as often. It's the thing that you should use very rarely. See, there's that slide again. Spaced it that time well enough so that you can't punish it with the target combo, but still, he's gonna get blown up for it if he keeps going for that. He also needs to learn to play a little bit more patiently. Keep an eye on Ibuki's meter, and keep an eye out for those EX Kazakiris, because that would have absolutely turned the tides for him if he were to block that Kazakiri on Wake Up last time. Or even just neutral jump in. Ooh,
Stun. Oh, nice.
Bigot doing an excellent job of comboing out of those overheads. So the normal overheads are +3 on hit, and the target combo overheads are +5. So you can always combo out of them as long as you know what the optimal button to use for that situation is. And as long as you're close enough as well. Ooh, again, just a sweep out of the gate. Ooh, got the jumping medium to confirm, but didn't follow through with it. That's gonna suck. Especially since you need as many opportunities as you can with Ibuki. Oh, man, Karen's enemy here just going for those sweeps time and time again. You'd think that was all that. There it is. That's gonna really blow him up. That's gonna cost him this entire matchup. You don't need to take those kinds of risks against Ibuki. She's got no health and no damage output. You just need to play it safe. And as a matter of fact, you can do all of her damage, all of her health with just those claw pokes. Wow, the no mix-up. And Karen's anime hair unblocks in the nick of time just to get hit by it.
Ibuki wins.
And there it is. That Bigot just takes that really quickly. I am really excited to see how Bigot pulls through the rest of the bracket. Definitely want to follow him some more.
Looks like
So,
President
up these
Carter beat
brackets.
Big Brett. Sorry.
All right,
President
Bigot
Carter
takes
beat Big
that
Brett 2-1.
2-0. President Carter beats Big Brett 2-1, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And that's it. So now let's continue on to our losers round 4. All right, so go ahead and send an invite to Yoshi FTW, who is apparently dreading this matchup. All right, let's go ahead and drop to the back of the queue here. Karen's animator said he really shouldn't have entered. Karen's anime hair. If I were to go on ranked with my Ibuki, she would also probably not make it past Silver. So, I mean, while I'll agree with you that Bigot's skill level is certainly very high, it's just the character handicap there that's keeping Bigot in this tournament. I'm going to allow this.
Thanks for the follow there, Octagon.
Sonic says the names were wrong on the overlay at some point.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I fixed that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
So who's
I
in
think
here?
it's a good stream tech. What's that?
It's Bigot and Yoshi?
Yes, Bigot and Yoshi. So we've got Ibuki versus Ken. This is a matchup that I hate as Ibuki because Ken has really high damage output and really high health, and Ibuki sucks at both of those things. So basically, Bigot can go for all the mix-ups that he wants. He can mix up Ken like 4 to 5 times and still not get the kill. Ken just needs 3 combos, 3 solid hits, and that's all it takes to kill Bigot. And now at the start of the round, when Ibuki doesn't have any meter, is the time that you want to go in and pressure her, because she can't do anything without meter. She can't mix you up with those EX kunais, and she can't go for any EX Kazekiris. Yeah, this is when Ibuki really has no tools to work with. Here we go. There's that first meter. And you want to build it as soon as possible with Ibuki, because now she opens up those EX kunai. And so if she lands a hit, if she lands a solid combo, she can mix it up into another combo. Oh, wasted on that Kazakiri. Gets a crush counter punish, and there's the stun. Bigot is very dead.
Building that meter.
Yoshi says, I don't even need to combo you. I can just straight up short you and then make a mistake and regret it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Yoshi did that on purpose because he knew that he'd build more meter that way.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, good standing jab confirmed into the back medium target combo. Oh my goodness, there's the crouching medium and a standing light kick. Very advanced hit confirmed. Oh, and there's the stun again. This is gonna not be enough to kill, but it's gonna come damn close. Is Yoshi gonna get the P? There's the P. Oh man. Yep, these kind of situations feel really hopeless as an Ibuki player. But what you need to do is you need to use those V reversals. A lot of Ibukis make the mistake of you trying to treat your V gauge as if it's your super gauge and trying to hoard it and use it on that bomb. But what you really want to do, especially in this matchup, is use your V reversal at every chance you get to get the opponent off of you and get a knockdown. And then you can actually do a medium kick dash after the knockdown and get a meaty setup. It's a very powerful V reversal that Ibuki's got, and a lot of Ibuki players don't. They lose the sight of the forest for the trees with that V gauge.
They want to use that bomb, eh?
Yeah, they just want the bomb because it's swag, but the V reversal in a lot of situations is just a better idea. Ooh, I don't like that random EX Hadouken out of Yoshi. Even if he were to connect, it wouldn't really have gotten him anything. Ooh, interesting. Slides under that EX Tatsu. That slide is not something that... it's something that was an amazing move in Street Fighter 4, and then it's been severely gimped in this version, just because it's hard to go under projectiles with it, and it's a lot more negative in this game than it was in that game. Bickett's sitting on very little health. Ooh. Just one hit can end this for Bickett, and there's the throw. However, Bickett is sitting on a full bar of meter, which is very important. Bickett can absolutely take this back.
He had
You're
all
super
his
on
resources,
point.
Right? He had all his V-trigger, his CA, plus all his kunais.
Absolutely, yeah. And it sucks to die with all of that.
Yep.
Especially the V-trigger. Like I said, you can use it to V-reversal at any point and then swing the tide in your favor. Oh my goodness, there's the crush counter punish. Oh, missed it. Didn't walk forward. You have to walk forward a tiny bit in order to get that to land. And I think Bickett knows that, but just couldn't execute it properly. Wake up super, and it's blocked. That's not a great option.
There.
Yep.
Could be the nerves.
Yeah, you never want to wake up super, especially since you already have an invincible EX Kazakiri. You only ever want to wake up super if it'll chip your opponent to death. Yeah, Biggett's definitely panicking a little bit here, and I can totally understand why. But yeah, just then, instead of going for that throw tech, you should have just down backed, waited for the button to come out, and then V-reversal. Biggett, more V-reversals would have absolutely, if not won that, at least got you some rounds on the board and turned the tides. However, I do applaud you for using Ibuki.
Yes.
Very difficult character to use. All right, Yoshi, that's 2-1. I mean, 2-0. Let's see, and then we had... Nobody else has really reported their matches yet, it seems.
I don't know if anybody's starting. We haven't really said go ahead. Let's just grab one more. Grab Zeta Kaiser and President Carter if you want. Or maybe they're done.
There's an easy way to check. I'm gonna look and see if people are in battle lounges, because that actually was a pretty quick match.
Moved you down to on air. We got some people jumping into the beach. Are you talking, Mount? Because I can't hear you.
No, I'm not talking.
Okay. I just see your thing flashing.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. My mic is super sensitive, so it'll pick up my my breaths and sniffs. Yeah, I think people are playing. I see everybody in battle lounges.
Okay, good.
Mark 120.
Yeah.
The Madridi
Interceptor.
beat the Interceptor.
And I think we're just waiting on one more, right? President Carter. We are almost at top 8, guys.
Interesting. The Interceptor plays Vega. He says that Ken's his worst matchup, and he got matched up against 3 Kens in a row. That's terrible luck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's par for the course for most Street Fighter 5 tournaments, but it's still terrible luck.
Yeah, I pinged him already. I guess we're still playing.
Yeah.
There it comes. Got it. Zeta Kaiser won. 2-1.
Zeta Kaiser wins 2-0. 2-1, rather.
Yeah, 2-1.
Bad guys won. GG, says President Carter.
So there's your top 8, guys. You want to start with the winners?
I learned that they actually number these in the recommended play order, so we're gonna go by the numbers. So we're gonna start with match number 45 here: Zeta Kaiser versus the Madridi.
Oh, neat. It just means they start with losers. Guys, if you're listening, everything's going to be on stream now.
Alrighty, so we have got Kaiser versus the Madridi. I'm gonna go ahead and send these guys invites right now. Zeta Kaiser. Yes, and then
The Madridi.
El Madridi. There we go. Yoshi W says, someone please eliminate the Cammy players from top 8, please. That's how I feel. Cammy is one of my worst matchups as well. However, I actually feel like Ken versus Cammy is not bad for Ken at all, because Ken's got better anti-air options than Karen does. All right.
Thanks for the follow, Captain Raven.
All right, let's go to the back of the queue here. So we've got Karen versus Ken. So the Madridi versus Zeta Kaiser. And this is the one matchup that I know the best because I've played it 1,000,001 times. So basically, this match is actually in Ken's favor, as long as he abides by one rule, and that rule is never, ever throw Hadoukens. There's almost never a correct time to throw a Hadouken in this matchup. The exceptions are if you accidentally get the full back medium combo and you need to save yourself with an EX Hadouken. or if you want to catch Karen off guard with a mid-screen Hadouken. I love you too, True Sonic. So what the tools that Ken has in this matchup are his jump-ins. He has absolute air superiority here. There's almost nothing that Karen can do to anti-air some of Ken's specials, with the exception of spending meter on that EX for Senha. So Ken, in addition to being able to jump in with his really powerful medium kick cross-up, he can also jump in with his Fierce Punch, which tends to trade with anti-airs a lot of the time, like way too often. He's also got his EX Air Tatsu, which is plus on block, and you cannot anti-air that with a standing Fierce Punch. You have to switch it up and use either EX for Senha or Crouching Fierce Punch, or just dodge out of the way entirely. And the fact that that EX Air Tatsu switches up Ken's like jump in timing makes it really difficult to actually react to. And then in addition to all of those tools that I just said, Ken's also got access to his just vanilla jump Tatsu. And if you cross up with jump Tatsu, it is literally impossible to anti-air. Everything from the neck down just ceases having a hurt box throughout the entirety of the duration for that jump Tatsu. And so if you try to anti-air, you're going to get counter hit. And guess what? If you get counter hit out of a jump Tatsu, Ken can actually combo into a back medium. So yeah, Ken has absolute air dominance here. And so let's see what Zeta Kaiser does, and if the majority knows how to take advantage of that air superiority. I already know the majority's playstyle tends to depend a lot on those random light Tatsus in neutral, which, I mean, it's not a bad tool, it's not a good tool. So let's see if he can break that habit, because I feel like if he loses this matchup, it'll be because he puts out too many unsafe light Tatsus and they get punished, and Karen can absolutely punish those for a lot of damage. Zeta Kaiser going for a tick throw, but a little bit out of range. Still practicing those tick throws, I see. Oh, excellent confirm. Didn't quite get the just frame Tenko there on the first one, but it doesn't matter. It only loses you a little bit of damage. Zeta Kaiser's got a little bit of meter here, so now all of a sudden Karen's options open up. If the majority want to do big damage, he's gonna have to force Zeta Kaiser to use that meter so that he can start putting the pressure on. Ooh, again, Zeta Kaiser with that combo, but drops it. Drops the just frame Tenko and then drops the follow-up as well. Zeta Kaiser still practicing those combos. All right, so these Hadoukens, these are unsafe. Karen has 1,000,001 ways to go through those. You can Fierce Punch with Senha, you can EX Command Dash into Tenko, you can even do an early Orochi and just anticipate the Hadouken. They're a bad call so long as the Karen player knows how to get through them, and it's very easy to do so. The Madridi with the neutral jump into throw, into neutral jump into throw, into neutral jump into standing medium kick tech. Zeta Kaiser had enough V-bar to actually V-reversal some of that stuff and throw tech. As I'm sure most of you know, you can actually option select between V-reversal and throw tech pretty easily just by pressing all three kicks and all three punches and light kick. There's that throw tech. Yep, no jumping out of the corner for you. There's the EX for Senha. Punishing the Madridi's first random light Tatsu that we've seen. Oh, there's that random Senha into slide, not making his life any easier. If you want to make yourself safe after the Senha, there's no way to do it properly, but your best bet is to try and go for the upper throw. If your opponent is standing by accident, you can save yourself. Otherwise, it's best to suck it up and admit that you're -4 after that block for Senha.
Yeah, you're gonna get punished.
And Ken's gonna have a really easy time punishing you with that back medium punch. There it is. Oh, no follow-up there, but I don't blame you. If you only get one hit of the Senha, it's really hard to hit confirm. There's that jumping light kick out of Karen. Not the best anti-air, not the best air-to-air, not the worst anti-air-to-air. I like the thought on the Orochi. I actually feel like Zeta Kaiser can afford to throw out more Orochis. Full meter, full V-trigger. The V-trigger is not going to help Karen much in this matchup. However, the full meter is something that Zeta Kaiser actually needs him to use. He needs to use that meter to get through Hadoukens and to get more damage out of those combos. I want to see some EX dashes to go through those Hadoukens.
If she gets a touch here, she could make it close with her critical art.
Yeah, I actually
Karen
think the critical art, as long as Zeta Kaiser went for an optimal combo, that critical art might have killed.
Yeah.
But we don't see that.
No.
All right, that's one win for the Madridi.
Madridi did well last week too. I think it was last week.
And Madridi went pretty far. And I actually feel like Madridi's toned down his playstyle a little bit since then. He's been taking a lot fewer risks. Yeah, a lot less like kick Tatsus, a lot fewer DPs. Oh, there's that jump Tatsu. That is absolutely frustrating to deal with this Karen. Even if you have meter, it's almost impossible to anti-air. Oh, good corner pressure coming out of Zeta. Guys, there's that show where you can get yourself out. It's a very smart DP because you know that Karen's going to go for corner pressure.
Yep.
Just try to go for some kind of buttons. And so the only answer there is to bait it properly. And to be fair, the majority... There's that Orochi through the fireball. Very high level way to get through them without spending meter. So for those of you who don't know, Karen's normal command dash is not projectile invincible, but the Orochi finisher is throughout the entirety of its duration. So if you do it early, anticipating a fireball, you can Orochi through them pretty easily, surprisingly easily. And it looks swag as hell as well. Oh, gets the standing medium punch. No Tenko afterwards, though. Oh, there's that crouching fierce punch. Yep, can't jump in on Ken. He's got amazing anti-airs.
Round 2.
All right, match point for the Madridi. Let's see if Zeta Kaiser can do anything. Almost sitting on full meter, but Zeta Kaiser needs to learn to use it properly. Hasn't been ending his combos with meter, and hasn't been ending them with super either.
He has been getting a lot of pokes, that's it though. Haven't seen many combos from him.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, what Zeta Kaiser now has access to with all resources is, since you have V-Trigger and full super, you can actually get a standing medium kick, V-Trigger cancel into super. A lot of Karens don't actually know that that works. But it's very effective, especially if you have trouble opening up the opponent. All you need is that long-range poke, and then you can go into super for a good, a cool 330 damage.
I hope Zeta Kaiser uses some of his resources here. I hate
it's gonna
seeing
absolutely
people lose
suck.
with all their resources.
Yep. Zeta Kaiser needs to learn to use that properly. I don't even care if it's a counter super to a fireball. Just use it somehow.
Try the overhead, good block. The jump in.
Oh,
empty
there's the jump
in.
into the throw. Yeah, I honestly don't feel like Zeta Kaiser was doing too poorly. Wasn't doing a good enough job of punishing those fireballs and was not spending the meter. That was absolutely the crutch there. Like, Karen is very, very meter dependent. And as a matter of fact, you almost never want to be on full meter with Karen. You should be spending it so often that you're always on 1 or 2 bars. But good showing out of the Madridi. Very calm, very patient play style. Good job to both these guys. All right, let's go ahead and update it. So the Madridi takes that 2 to nada.
And we're going to have Mark and Yoshi up next. So get ready for invite, guys.
Okay, so let's kick these charming gentlemen out of the lobby, and let's invite Mark and Yoshi FTW.
Good luck, guys.
All right, we've got a Ryu versus Ken, the classic rival match. So I feel like this match is pretty even. A lot of Ken players like to think this is in Ryu's favor just because of the fact that, just because of the difference in playstyle between these two. So Ken can be played in a sort of gimmicky way with run cancels, with light Tatsus, things like that. But you don't have to. And if you play this this matchup safe as Ken, it becomes very even. The only thing that you have to watch out for is Ryu is one of the few characters who doesn't have that hard of a time punishing Ken's jump-in shenanigans because he's got access to that jab anti-air. What are you saying?
It's okay.
Uh-huh. Zeta Kaiser saying EX dash never gets me much, so I don't use it. So the EX dash, if you use it just as a neutral tool with Karen, it can catch a lot of players off guard if you follow it up with a throw or a button, and then it also goes through his Hadoukens. All right, let's talk about this matchup. Let's see how these players play. Yoshi TW is a very solid, very patient, can play with very good execution. So this is absolutely going to be the way that you have to play in order to beat a Ryu. And it looks like Mark's playstyle is also patient. You're seeing a lot of down backing and a lot of smart spacing. And there's that jump. There's that jump Tatsu. You have to use that in this matchup. You can't use any other jump-ins because Ryu will knock you out of the sky. Yep, there's that the EX air Tatsu dive kick, and that is plus on block, so you can do whatever the hell you want after that. However, you have to watch out for that DP. Both of these players have free reversals, so you can't go nuts with the shenanigans. Yoshi FTW taking that with solid execution.
Dominating round.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, both these players sitting on meter this time around. Oh, there's that EX Tatsu. Didn't follow it up, though. I think he wanted a Shoryuken to follow that up, but it didn't come out. Ooh, good overhead. Just barely in range to catch that as meaty. Oh, tried to go for that that follow-up with the standing jab into back medium, but a little bit too far for that. A lot bit too far for that, actually. Oh, there's that Tatsu. Sails over crouching opponents. If he would have actually used Fierce Tatsu there, I don't think Yoshi would have had a very easy time punishing. There's the punish. I don't think that's optimal. However, it's still a lot of damage.
Good anti-air there. Anti-air short and the overhead.
Mark getting good mileage out of those overheads. If you want to prevent your opponent from just down backing all day, overheads are a very powerful way to do it. And then Mark turning the tides.
Yep, looks like Mark adjusted a little bit. Maybe settling into the match.
That's how it works with characters with high damage output. It's very easy to see dominating rounds on either end. Clearly, though, what lost it for Yoshi there was the gamble on that DP.
Yep, absolutely.
Ooh, look at that. Anti-airing the jump Tatsu. That's not easy to do, especially with that axe kick. Good damage coming out of Yoshi. And then interesting, a parry into a throw. I'm not sure if that was a solid punish or if Yoshi just didn't tech.
It was pretty sweet, though.
Mm-hmm.
Seen a lot more DPs this round.
Yep.
Just going at
now
it.
that these players have felt each other out, what I always say to people is don't ever throw DPs round one. Feel your opponent out. See what their tendencies are. See when they press buttons and when they don't. And then you have the information, the knowledge to know when to DP and when not to DP. Yoshi FTW taking that round. And
Ken wins.
Good job, Yoshi.
yeah, good job, Yoshi. Wasn't exactly dominating, so very easy to it'd be very easy to see Mark come back in the next match. So let's see if he makes any adjustments or if he's just if he starts DPing more, if he starts DPing less. These Shoto mirrors, they can go either way, and it's really hard to know where the adjustment has to happen.
Round 1.
Neither of these players making too many huge mistakes.
Fight.
Excellent punish on the sweeps there.
Is that an optimal punish at that range?
Yes. I don't think either of these characters have anything they can do that's much better than sweep to counter a sweep. At least at max range. At close range, Ken can go for some back medium or light Tatsu shenanigans. Ooh. Mark unblocks there and eats that back medium, but Yoshi not godlike enough to capitalize.
Mark
Ooh.
not respecting the
Again, counter hit, jab into light kick, but again, doesn't counter hit off of the capitalize off the counter hit combo. That
he dropped
was
it.
unnecessarily swag. You didn't have to do all that, and you might end up paying for it. That could have been death.
He's one CA away.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh, goes for the V-trigger full screen Fierce Tatsu, which is a very powerful tool. Sometimes it'll be plus on block, sometimes it'll be minus on block. It all depends on which kick you get hit with and how low to the ground it is. Very powerful, high damage combo coming out of Mark right out the gate. Oh, and that's not gonna work, is it? That works! No stun, however. Yoshi would be smart just to chill out until his stun meter builds back, but he doesn't need it. He gets to confirm. Drops the
dropped
combo
it again.
So that light Tatsu into Shoryuken, it sometimes works. And more often than not, it won't. Unless you're at point blank range, it's not gonna work. So I feel like Yoshi needs to adjust and find some like more consistent combos. Connects with that that V-trigger EX Tatsu, however, gets it too high to actually combo out of it. And then Mark with the anti-air sweep. Sure, yeah, Ryu, all of his buttons anti-air. Why not?
Fight.
See, there's the parry, and I know that Ryu players love to parry, but almost every situation where you can parry, you can also DP, and it might work better. Oh, there's the stun. What is he gonna do? Go for optimal damage? No, he's gonna drop the combo and get crush counter punished. Oh my goodness, that could have been it, Mark.
Good chance for Yoshi.
Oh, he's
here.
definitely kicking himself for that one. Oh, but then Yoshi with the drop combo into American Reset, trying to get that stun
Yoshi
now.
wants
He
that
does
stun.
not want to let it go.
Desperate,
Oh no,
desperate.
that was a little bit too desperate. Nobody's gonna press buttons when they're that close to stun, so the Shoryuken was a bad call. And Mark keeps his cool, keeps his composure, and takes it back.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, again, not one of these players making too huge of mistakes. That one, both of these characters had drop combo situations, and Yoshi had one bad call for a DP. Other than that, I can't really say that either of these players are making too many mistakes. Ooh,
Very close to the stun. There it is.
excellent jab stun. This is going to be a high damage combo because of that jab that led into it. Man,
Looks like Mark
Yoshi
just
with
put down the controller for that one.
Yeah, Mark refusing to down back because of that throw that just shook him off kilter a little bit. What you want to do in those kinds of situations is just down back and then option select with a late tech and a V reversal. Matter of fact, I haven't been seeing much V-gauge usage out of Mark. That might be something that he might want to reconsider because Ryu's V-trigger and V-reversals are both very strong.
Absolutely.
Excellent pressure out of Yoshi, but Mark manages to turn the tides, waits for his turn, takes it, and capitalizes for a lot of damage. Ouch, that hurts.
So he can
Oh, that
activate
is not
here
what he
just
meant to
even
do.
raw.
He meant to do back. He meant to do that medium into a Hadouken. Got that Shoryuken. No punish though.
Sweep
That's not
activate.
smart. That's punishable. Not an optimal punish, however. Both these players sitting on V trigger. Both these players kind of need it. Oh no, he went for that Shoryuken again and dropped it. I don't know what he's trying to do there. Ooh,
Same
anti-air
jab.
jab. Yep. If you're gonna jump in on Ryu, you need some kind of shenanigans to make it work. You can't just jump in.
Final round. Fight.
However, Ken does have air superiority in this matchup because he has more options in the air than Ryu does. Can jump in, you just have to know what you're doing. Ooh, good wake up Shoryuken out of Yoshi. Oh, excellent crush cutter combo into optimal capitalization. Jumps over the Shoryuken. I'm not even sure if that was supposed to come out. A little bit mistimed on those EX Tatsus, but it doesn't matter. Gets the optimal crush counter punish again. Ah, jumping jab is an air to air.
That was nice.
Why not?
Oh, this might be it.
Oh, that was bad. That was not what he meant to do. He did not mean to raw V trigger there. He dropped some other input for a punish. Doesn't matter. He managed to take it anyways. Yoshi FTW looking very strong. A little bit of execution errors, but other than that, he knows how to keep his cool. And he knows how to Shoryuken when he needs to. All right. All right, so Yoshi took that 2-1. Yep, next up on the list is True Sonic versus Jarbs 90. All right, True Sonic versus Jarbs 90. All right, let's kick these fine gentlemen. Invite. Jarbs 90. And True Sonic. Jarb saying, pray for me, boys. I will pray for you. Oh my goodness, a birdie player. Never mind, I'm not praying for you at all. Oh, man. I can understand that, but Ryu is a very powerful V trigger, and he also has very powerful V reversals. So pretty much you just want to use them whenever you need to, whenever you can, whenever you get a chance. All right, Jarbs versus True Sonic. So we've got Birdie versus True Sonic, who's a very solid Ken. He is in fact my training partner, so I've beaten some good habits into him. However, I know for a fact that he does not have very much experience in the Birdie matchup, so I feel like he's going to fall victim very easily to those EX free willies. And I do know that True Sonic likes to jump in a lot, and so we might be seeing a lot of up chains, a lot of successful connections on those up chains and EX chains as well. So I feel like if Jarbs is smart with his anti-airs and his meter usage, he can absolutely take this pretty easily. And True Sonic just has solid execution, so if he can get in and put on pressure and not let Birdie do any of his shenanigans, then he can take this as well.
How many Kens do we have in top 8?
I don't know.
That's
I don't know. There's a
2
lot.
right now? Yeah.
There were a lot of Kens in the bracket to begin with. It's good. That's how a Street Fighter tournament should be. Just all Kens.
I know True Sonic really wants this win. Like,
Oh yeah, he wants to win this tournament.
Yeah,
he's
does.
actually you notice he's an Ultra Silver. He was actually playing ranked yesterday and started winning a lot more than he was expecting to, and was like, let's wait till after the tournament to continue.
So we should DQ him then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, we should absolutely DQ him. However,
we'll
I
let
don't
him win
believe that he
first.
can make it into gold. He's never once been gold. And he's still like 200, 300 points away from gold. So if he wins this tournament, I'm sure that's going to motivate him to take gold. I believe he made 4th place in the last tournament he was in. So let's see if he can go any further than that this time around. Oh, there's a
that hit?
super.
No.
Oh, didn't even need to optimally punish it. Just light Tatsu is all I needed. That was actually medium Tatsu.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, so Jarbs, not a good idea to spend that meter at the end of the first round. You absolutely, if you're losing, you want to just gracefully lose and save your meter for the next round where you can make that comeback. Now Birdie is sitting on nothing, and you absolutely need your meter in all matchups with Birdie because he's got such strong ways to use it. You've got the EX chain, and then you've also got the free willy.
And incredible damage, too.
Absolutely. All right, he's got 1 bar. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Or is he just going to save it for super again? Excellent use of that anti-air. Birdie's got one of the best anti-airs in the game, if not the best anti-air in the game with that Mohawk uppercut. Ooh, that was not what True Sonic meant to do. That was definitely supposed to be a crouching medium into Hadouken. However, he still hasn't built that habit of using half circles whenever you feel like you've been moving forward into that input. Ooh, full screen hard kick Tatsu.
Jarbs just has to
Oh,
relax her.
Jarbs falling into that trap of not using his V trigger, not using his V reversals, not using his meter. He
Even
died
Chip
with full
would have
resources.
taken that one, too. I don't know if Jarbs was sitting on... He was sitting on full meter there, so...
Yep.
He could have taken him out with Chip.
He needs to have more awareness. He needs to look at his own meter, and he needs to know what his options are.
Round 1.
He didn't use a single free willy there. He also has not been using the can. True Sonic likes to back off, and as Birdie, that is prime territory. Just throw out a can and just walk forward behind it. That will throw anybody off kilter. I don't care if you're diamond or platinum, you're afraid of that can. It is not normal. There we go, there's that B reversal. There's that can.
He must be hearing it.
I guess he has the stream open. Ooh. Yeah, you want to avoid doing unsafe stuff. You gotta learn how to hit confirm, and Birdie does have some powerful hit confirms. There's that armor as well. Armor, a very powerful tool against Ken. He doesn't have a lot of ways to do 2 hits really quickly. Ooh, excellent anti-air there. Oh, now Ken in the corner. This is a terrible place. Ken is one of the worst characters to be in the corner with. You've got that DP, but it's a huge gamble. The V reversal doesn't knock down, so it's not the guaranteed way to get out. There is the EX free willy. Oh my god, can you do it once more?
Nice.
There's the armor to take that round. Oh my goodness, that comeback.
On round 2. Fight.
Alright, True Sonic just needs to not get himself cornered this time around. If he can, it'd be nice to corner Birdie. However, True Sonic loves to back off, and so he needs to learn that that's not optimal in every matchup. There we go. Not falling for that that armor this time around. Oh, excellent tick throw to get through that V reversal. True very good at doing that. Spacing himself a little bit more wisely. Not overextending. There we go. He's got Birdie in the corner.
True Sonic is
And what's he
jumping in
gonna
a
do?
lot. Jarbs is just letting him.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, Ken he does have that EX Tatsu, and he does have that that hard kick Tatsu, but yeah, Jarbs is letting him jump in with that medium kick and that heavy punch for free, which he should not let True Sonic get away with. So again, Jarbs sitting on full meter. The question is, how is he going to use it? And he needs to use it sooner rather than later, because the more time you spend with full meter, that's time that you're not building meter. So you need to absolutely learn how to use that optimally. Oh my goodness, the magnificent pressure out of True Sonic. Just single striking him, going for that stun, taking away most of Jarbs' health bar in the process, dropping the stun combo. What is it with True Sonic and stun combos? He dropped 2 stun combos in the last tournament as well. Doesn't matter though, take the match.
Yeah, Jarbs just go down the losers, he's not out.
Yep. True Sonic really needs to learn. His execution's on point everywhere except the easiest place to execute, which is those stun combos. But great showing out of True Sonic. I know that that's not one of his most familiar matchups, and so it's excellent to see him letting that get to him and adapting. All right, True Sonic takes it 2-0. Whoops.
And it's going to be Strongmang.
Strong Meng versus Juju Green Dog. I'll let you handle that in chat. All right, let's head to the back of the queue here. Oh man, Cammy mirror. A lot of people are going to be happy that this is a mirror that's happening right now, because Cammy is a very frustrating character to play against, even if you're Cammy. And it looks like we've got a forfeit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what happened. He might have accidentally pressed the wrong button there and dropped out. Let me go ahead and give Juju Green Dog another invite. Apparently, Jarbs 90's dad was also in the tournament, and he just wanted to show support by popping into the chat to say, hi, Jarbs 90 sucks.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Jarbs saying, thanks, dad.
Thanks for the follow there, Pickett.
Yeah. All right, Strongmang with the Risking It All title versus Juju Green Dog. Let's see if Strongmang is still prone to risk it all. If he made it this far in the bracket, I'm going to assume that he's made his Cammy a little bit less nuts, but let's find out. And Juju Green Dog, I haven't actually seen. Okay, no punish on that spiral arrow.
Cammy's
So yeah, Strongmang absolutely still willing to risk it all and everything. Oh my goodness. All we're seeing out of Strongmang is spiral arrows and DPs. You're gonna have to stop risking it all if you want to take it. Ooh, excellent anti-airs coming out of Juju Green Dog. Those dive kicks are not easy to anti-air. However, I feel like if Juju Green Dog had been more on point with his punishes, he would have already probably had the round by now.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Thanks for the follow there, Madrid.
Throws. Oh, and then the normal throw. Oh my goodness, Strongmang. Oh no, his throw tech game is not on point. Almost done, but it doesn't even matter because we're one hit away from death. Oh, that is plus. You should know that as a Cammy player, you can't press the buttons there. V reversal though.
It's different to play the character than play against the character, though.
Yeah, but you should at least know your own frame data.
Yes. But even still, I do Cammy mirror sometimes, and I hit buttons there. But I'm free, so.
The worst is when you're in an Alex mirror and you get hit by that standing lariat that's +3 on block. Even if you know that for a fact, it's just instinctive. Like, oh yeah, I can punish this. Oh man, Juju Green Dog playing very solid, but dropping his combos. Oh, there's a punish. Oh, excellent reset.
Ooh, very
It's
nice.
a big damage, not quite enough to get a stun though.
Oh,
Juju Green
that
Dog,
was
the V
sweet.
trigger stop time and the DP. Ooh, good counter hit confirmed. Oh, there's that
DP?
punish into kill.
Yep. DP was a little obvious.
Cammy wins.
Jarbs saying he's not actually my dad, LMAO. No, Jarbs, you ruined it. He's officially your dad now.
Juju with the confirms on the spiral arrow.
Yeah, very solid way to start out the round, using a lot of good plus buttons to get that pressure going and not let it stop. However, you always have to be on the lookout because Strongming is not afraid to put those DPs out there.
Nice.
Cammy is very weak against DPs. Ooh, excellent V skill. Way to bait out that DP. No solid punch though.
Oh, no
Ooh,
respect.
throws, even though you're minus. All right, if it works, it works.
Hella minus on that.
Yep.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, there's that hooligan combo. It's actually very easy to anti-air and crush counter. Ooh, no confirm off of that V skill. Both of these players demonstrating a little bit iffy execution. However, we are seeing Juju Green Dog knowing how to stay plus and play a little bit more calm, but Strongming risking it all and taking it there. I'm gonna keep telling him that he's risking it all until he changes that title.
Throw.
Strongming getting the pressure started.
Good bait there.
Walking Juju Green Dog into the corner there and then putting on those plus buttons. Yep, Juju Green Dog has to know when you're allowed to press buttons and when you're not. You're allowed to press buttons after that medium kick, not after that medium punch. Oh, mistimes the meaty, and that's a killer. Especially against Strongming, who's not going to be afraid to press buttons on Wake Up.
Both players sitting on critical alert.
Strongming almost got that critical art. There it is. Oh, and that's not even going to need it. All right, Strongming takes that.
Cammy wins.
Maybe I'll get you to
So,
stream next week, and I'll compete.
Okay. That sounds good.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, so another thing that I noticed in that last match is both players finished the round with full meter, and Juju Green Dog even had full V-Trigger. So your V-Trigger is basically 2 EX dive kicks worth of... it's basically worth 2 EX dive kicks. And so it's very smart to use that as soon as you get it, just to put the pressure on your opponent a little bit easier. And then whenever you have that meter, you absolutely want to put it to use on EX dive kicks.
Very convincing there.
Absolutely. Juju Green Dog showing that once you get the momentum started with Cammy, it's just a wrap. It's very hard to pull yourself back together after you get hit by Cammy's pressure.
Yeah, it's the glass
I
cannon,
know.
right?
Absolutely. And now Strongmang is putting on the pressure, not relenting. Knows how to, once you're minus, back off, come right back in with a EX dive kick. Very smart out of Strongmang. However, a lot of players like to say that that's Cammy's weakness, is that those EX dive kicks get a little bit too predictable. But predictable or no, there's very little you can actually do about them. Yep, there it is. The unrelenting pressure out of Strongmang. And that's usually what I say about this matchup. The Cammy Mirror is all about who can connect with that V skill first. Who can put themselves in the plus frames first and never let it go. I mean, the V skill or the EX dive kick, either one of those. Very strong tools at getting in and staying in. Oh, there's the punish, and now Juju Green Dog's got the advantage. Mistimes the meaty, doesn't get punished for it. A little bit too much respect out of Strongmang, apparently.
I like that these guys
However,
are
he does
using their
lose the
V
advantage.
skill. Your V trigger. It's nice.
Yep, both these characters using their V trigger pretty wisely. However, they're not using their meter that effectively.
Thing with Cammy too, you should use it to the V reversal, right, to get her off.
Absolutely, the V reversal is good for getting out of the corner. However, it is very slow. So if you just use it in neutral, a lot of times it will not connect, and you'll get punished.
Yeah.
Oh, what's gonna happen here? There's the obvious. I could have seen that from a mile away. DP and the punish.
Cammy wins.
Strongman is sent to losers.
Yep.
So it looks like it's going to be Jarbs versus Yoshi.
Alright, Juju took that one. Let's go ahead and submit that. Alright. So next up, yep, Jarbs versus Yoshi. Another Ken versus Birdie. I bet you Jarbs is hating himself right now. Let's see if Yoshi handles it just as well as True Sonic did. Alright. Jarbs says, I'm doing this one for my dad. Gazaft had the read on that matchup. He called that Cammy would take it. So, hats off to Gazaft for knowing the game in and out. It's looking like Yoshi's connection isn't the most solid. And we did see some lagging in his last match, I believe. However, he's a good player, so there we go. It looks like he's balanced out a little bit. Alright, so let's see if Jarbs took anything away from that match against True Sonic. So what we noticed was that it wasn't until the later rounds that he started effectively using that V reversal and his meter. However, I still would like to see some better anti-airs out of him. Jarbs, you are allowed to character switch on either the start or after you lose a match. You cannot switch after you win a match. Basic tournament rules.
That's right.
Oh yeah, it's another thing that I just realized. Jarbs never once went for that command grab. Birdie's got a pretty powerful command grab, and smart place to use it would be after Yoshi puts out a block right there, block back medium. That's -2 for Ken. If you put out a, I think maybe light or EX command dash will reach in that range.
We're also not seeing any chains.
Yeah, no chains. I don't think Yoshi jumps quite as often as True Sonic did, but yeah, that chain, if you can bait that jump, very powerful option. There's the command grab. Yep. Jarbs with the listening to the commentators tech. Very powerful mix-up. Just listen to the commentators. So a lot of Birdie's very hesitant to use that chain because it's very much a guess. If you use the down chain, you can catch people whiffing stuff on the ground. If you use the up chain, you can anti-air. And if you use the EX chain, you can actually do both. The EX chain does hit airborne opponents. Yoshi FTW taking that match convincingly.
Round 2.
Jarbs chatting.
Jarbs.
Playing. His dad typing something.
Jarbs saying, "I swear I'm not. My friend is," in response to the commentator telling him that he's listening to the commentator. Let's take his word for it. He's not listening to the commentary, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh my goodness,
That's a good corner pressure.
Relentless corner pressure coming out of Jarbs. I like the armor there, but the neutral jump beat it. Oh, excellent anti-airs coming out of Jarbs. Oh, no, the command grab just barely didn't reach. If you were to use the EX one, I believe that would have actually reached in that range. You always got to keep in mind which command grabs have which amount of range. Okay, Jarbs' dad is actually funneling him the commentary advice. So, yeah. There's nothing wrong with listening to the commentators, guys. It's totally fine. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to it. The entire point of this tournament is to improve.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that air Tatsu did it a little bit too early. He could have actually connected on the ground with it if he were to do it a little bit later. But it still changes his jump arc all the same. Again, there's that block back medium, but no response out of Jarbs. It's very hard to react to, but if you know that that back medium punch is -2, you can push buttons or you can EX command grab. And Ken's will almost never see that coming. Jarbs putting on the pressure. I mean, Yoshi putting on the pressure, rather. Jarbs, sitting on 2 bars of meter, he could very easily EX Free Willy twice and then even up the life, but he does not. Yeah, I haven't seen a single EX Free Willy out of Jarbs, and Birdie's the kind of character where if you're about to die and it's round 2 and you have the meter, you might as well.
We didn't
Very
see no
powerful.
bananas there, no cans.
That's
It seems
true,
like he
but-
likes his pokes more.
Absolutely. I do like the choice of armor, and with Birdie, it's very hard to find time to put those cans out.
Yeah.
Yoshi does not back off as much as True Sonic was.
Yeah, it looks like he's using his V skill a lot, like the run-in. Very aggressive.
Smart usage of the run too, and not using it in situations that are overly minus. Ooh, good jumping into the throw. Ooh, just DP, and it works. Oh, there's the crush counter. Very powerful, but no follow-up.
Ooh, very
Oh,
nice.
excellent usage of that super overpowered anti-air. That thing has like 7 or 8 active frames on it.
Ah, he's found his groove now.
Absolutely. This is a
that.
crush counter to dash up into, you know what, just normal throw. This is fine. This is all I need.
Saying you're not gonna get jump-ins on me anymore. I'm not free for jump-ins.
Nope. He's absolutely recalled that he has an amazing anti-air. Oh! Uses the EX Free Willy, but gets jumped in on.
This counter.
EX command grab. This gives you a lot of frame advantage. He actually could have gone for another one because Yoshi didn't opt to quick recover on wake up. Command grabbing somebody on wake up, very powerful mix up. Ooh,
Had
did
the
the
read, but-
correct read there, but did it too early. Hate it when that happens. Ooh, had the again had the anti-air ready, but it pressed it a little bit too late there. It sucks when that happens, but you cannot let it demotivate you from anti-airing. If you have an anti-air that good, no matter how many times it fails, you want to keep using it until it works. Oh, going for
Oh,
the normal
this might be it.
chain grab. I'm not sure if he knew
Oh,
that he didn't have meter
dropped
for
it.
the EX, because he hasn't been using that normal chain grab at all. Uses the normal chain grab again, doesn't work.
Jarbs takes it.
Yep.
Good adjustments.
Birdie wins.
Yeah, he's making really good use of that meter now. He's using his armor to its fullest extent. He even started using that chain grab a little bit. Didn't have any success with it. But what you have to do is you have to train your opponent. You have to get them to block your buttons, and once they get used to the buttons that you're pressing out, you mix it up with that that EX Free Willy. And what made that so powerful is because it's sort of it negates all of your instincts. When you see somebody take the skies, your instincts start to either anti-air or to block, and both of those things lose to the EX Free Willy. Oh, Jarb's almost stunned. There's the stun. Is Yoshi gonna take this optimal crush counter combo? That's pretty optimal.
Very
He's
nice.
gonna get the P. Oh, goes for the overhead. He really wanted that P, and he still gets it. Jarb's not pressing the correct buttons after that blocked overhead. Ooh, drops the input on that EX command grab. That sucks. I like what he's going for there. Going for those EX command grabs is very powerful if you know the timing and if you get the execution correctly. Oh, this is going to be a big punish. Oh, but he drops it. I think he was going for that command grab yet again, but he dropped the input again. I can totally identify with that. Sometimes those half-circle command grabs are a little bit tricky to get out.
Yeah.
Ooh, bad sweep. It doesn't get punished. Doesn't matter. Yoshi's still taking a convincing round. Good job, Yoshi. Jarbs, we saw some excellent adjustments out of. I feel like if he were to show up at the next... Or actually, no. He's actually still in this. He's in the losers bracket now, I believe.
No.
Or is he already in the
No,
losers
he's
bracket?
gone. Yep.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame to see you go, Jarbs. However, if you were to show up at the next tournament, I'm sure that we'll see even more adjustments and improvements out of you. Very excited to see where he goes as a player, because it seems like with his dad coaching him, he absolutely has a lot of room for improve. All right, so I believe that was 2-1 Yoshi. Let's go ahead and mark that down. All right, our next match is going to be Strong Meng versus the Madridi. It's going to be a Cammy versus Ken, I believe.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
She's saying all of Jarbs' sweeps were at max range. Very interesting. I actually didn't know that that Ken couldn't punish Birdie's couldn't counter sweep Birdie's sweep at max range.
Thanks
I
for the
figured
follow,
Karen was
Carter.
the only character with overpowered sweeps. All right, Strong Meng versus the Madridi. Genghis Khan saying he's about to put on the capital punishment on Jarbs for you know, disgracing the family.
Juju Green Dog, thank you for the follow.
Let's go back to the queue. Yoshi saying that you probably could have punished with a light punch DP. I don't actually think that light punch DP would have reached if your sweep isn't going to reach. However, you do have the medium kick Tatsu option. And I feel like that most assuredly would have punished that sweep. It's the kind of thing that you have to go into training mode and practice.
Sorry guys, I didn't know you were waiting for me. Too many screens open.
It's all good.
Let's do this.
So this is another Ken.
Ken Cammy. Yoshi FGW saying, please don't make me fight Strong Meng again. Really rooting for the Madridi in this matchup.
I gotta cheer for Cammy. Oh wait, he's Canadian. Madridi's Canadian. I gotta cheer for the Canadian.
I'm so torn. Oh man, so this is a matchup that I would want to say even. Ken's got very good anti-airs to deal with Cammy's dive kick shenanigans, especially if you can put the medium punch DP to good use.
Round one.
One thing though, Ken does have the stun, and Cammy has very low stun, so.
That's true, yeah. That if there's an advantage that Ken has in this matchup, it's absolutely the damage output and the health and stun advantage. Cammy has the lowest health and stun of the game, clocking it at 900. There's the stun.
Yep.
Called it. And there's that
It's gonna be close to death.
not optimal punish there, but it's not gonna matter really. Ooh, there's that random light Tatsu, getting punished for it. That's really the Madridi's only weakness, is he always goes for those unsafe Tatsus, and if they work, they work. If they get punished, you're gonna get punished.
Dashed right into it.
Alright, Strong Meng is gonna start this out with the jump into EX dive. No, he starts it off with the V skill. Oh, and there's the DEX dive. Now Strong Meng's got the advantage. He's not gonna let it go easily. Madridi's gonna have to do something about this. Oh, neutral jump is the answer. Excellent. Very smart to go for a neutral jump in the corner instead of going for that risky DP. Oh, but there's the advantage. Strong Meng takes it right back and puts him right back in the corner. Oh, I don't like that V skill usage in the corner. When you've got Ken in the corner, you absolutely want to keep him there.
And being Cammy, you don't want to be in the corner.
Yep. That being said, Cammy does have a much easier time getting out, but... Oh, there it is, right there.
Drops it though. Nope, good dash up throw. Lots of white damage on that one.
Strong Meng takes it back. Knowing how to put on the pressure and keep it going. This is absolutely what she needs to do with Cammy. Cammy absolutely has way better normals in this matchup, so she has a way easier job of winning neutral game and taking the advantage. The only thing that you really have to watch out for is DPs coming out of Ken. And you also have to make sure not to get, well, as the Ken player, you have to make sure to anti-air those dive kicks. There's the DP coming out of the Madridi to get out of the corner. Oh, I do not like that DP at all. You should have known that you were way out of range for that.
I do the same thing though, so. I can't say anything. Ooh, nice critical arc.
Yeah, excellent confirmation to super. I was just about to say, Strong Meng needs to start using that meter and puts it to good use. However, the Madridi's sitting on full resources. It's last round. I don't know what you're saving it for. Oh, okay. That's not safe. That's mine. That's fake tech.
Yeah.
Cammy wins.
Yeah, Madrid not going for enough of those EX Tatsus in the air to basically, I mean, Cammy has dive kicks, but so do you. You just need meter for them. So you gotta put those to good use and beat Cammy at her own game. Oh, the light Tatsu, excellent neutral button, except for the fact that it's heavily punishable. Oh, there's the powerful tick throw coming out of Cammy, out of Strong Bang. Oh,
Bait.
that was
Oh,
a
he
very
dropped
good
it
bait.
there.
Doesn't manage to get the crush counter, the full crush counter punish, however. Strong Bang, knowing that the Madridi does not have the best ability to tech throws, and taking advantage of that. Oh my goodness, that's the one time I've ever seen that V skill not autocorrect.
Madrid needs to start teching those throws.
Absolutely. Strongman can actually afford to do it a little bit more often. Oh,
There he
good
goes,
job,
nice.
Madridi. Oh no, you were so close to being awesome. Strongman about to take this more convincingly than he has any business taking. Bam, bam. There's the plus frames. There's the neutral jump. However, it doesn't quite connect. But if you can bring this back to the neutral game, you got Cammy where you want her. Oh my goodness, that's
Crush.
does something a little bit punishable and follows it up with something very punishable. I think he meant to make himself safe with the Hadouken there, but instead got the Shoryuken. Oh, doesn't get
no
the punish
punish.
on the spiral arrow. That's tragic. All you gotta do is press back medium.
Dropped a critical alert.
Strongman still sitting at a
Check him
very
out
heavy
here.
advantage. Madridi's gonna have to pull
There it is.
something out. Oh my goodness. Sure, yeah, punish fireball and hit. That's a thing. Doesn't matter. Strongman takes it, moves on, and I believe that's all of our
Yes.
rounds. And now we're actually going to start changing up the rules and setting it to first to 3.
We are in winners finals right now. True Sonic and Juju Green Dog.
It's go time.
Sonic and Juju Green Dog. Oh, another Ken versus Cammy. Holy crap, this entire bracket is just Kens and Cammys. Both of these characters very powerful. I would put both these characters in top 4 actually, maybe top 5.
Cammy wins best dressed, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Ken wins worst hair. And worst teeth. So Ken with the advantage. True Sonic pressing start at the last second, just making Juju Green Dog sweat a little bit, making me sweat that I'm gonna have to go back to the queue again.
Let's do this.
True Sonic saying, "Fear inside my bones." All right.
Don't know
Well,
what that means.
I think that means that True Sonic is currently crawling in his skin.
Okay.
I don't remember the rest of the words. Can you back me up here?
No, you're on your own.
Oh, I think he's saying that he has wounds from previous Cammy matches that won't heal.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then fears how he falls.
I made my decision this time. Cheering for Cammy. It's an easy one.
All right, so I don't actually know how well suited True Sonic is to playing against Cammys. I do know that in Street Fighter 4 he did play Cammy as I think his 3rd character, and he tried Cammy a little bit in this game, and then decided he didn't quite feel her. He didn't quite like her. So let's see if he knows how to handle Cammy. Oh man, immediately into the corner. Bad look for True Sonic. He loves to back up, which is absolutely his bane in matches like this, where he's playing up against characters that are really good at taking the advantage and at putting their opponents in the corners. However, Juju does let him jump out. Big mistake there. And if True Sonic's gonna make a comeback, it's gonna be right here.
Ooh,
He's got that V
DP.
trigger on his side. Whew. Getting a lot of single strikes in, but no confirmed in the combos from Juju Green Dog. He could have taken it multiple times by now. Oh, there's that crush counter, standing roundhouse, but he doesn't get the follow-up. Very difficult to do. What was that? That definitely he intended for that to be a jump EX Tatsu, but he pressed it too early. Instead got a light kick. looking like he was trying to option select something that wasn't there.
Round 2.
Yoshi's begging True Sonic to win.
It's the first time I've ever seen people rooting for the Kens in a tournament. Oh my goodness. There's the definitely not intentional hard kick Tatsu. Very difficult to punish that, however. You have to be super on point.
True Sonic loves to jump, but Cammy has amazing anti-airs.
Yeah, Kemi has some pretty good anti-airs. She still does not have the easiest time punishing that jump heavy kick Tatsu. That's just about the best jump in the game. True Sonic pressing buttons. Pressing buttons that are actually minus. Juju not really challenging that heavily.
Ooh, very nice.
Again, that back medium into crouching medium kick, that is not a good block string at all. That can absolutely be interrupted. You just have to know to interrupt it. You never want to let Ken keep pressing buttons after that back medium punch. Ooh, that standing roundhouse. So what people might not know about that standing roundhouse is that during the startup for it, Ken's hurt box actually shifts back a little bit. So a button that normally would have reached if he was standing neutrally will actually whiff. And that's what we saw happen just there. Good throw, good pressure coming out of True Sonic. Oh, excellent anti-air. He knows what his stuff. He knows how to anti-air the Camis. Yeah, I'd say this is just about the only matchup where Cammy probably does not have air dominance. Ooh, True Sonic not quite blocking that hooligan combo shenanigan. Oh, this is a good punish. He doesn't get the optimal punish. Doesn't matter. He just mashes crouching medium punch, saying, you know what? I know what I'm supposed to do here, but let's just do this.
Ooh, this could... Very nice damage.
True Sonic sitting on full meter. You can take this quite easily with just any kind of single strike. Oh. Tries to neutral jump that dive kick. Not a bad option, but it does a little bit too late.
Cammy wins.
Remember, guys, this is first to 3, so this can absolutely go any way. It all depends on who can adapt faster and better. I did notice that True Sonic died with full meter. That's tragic. You absolutely want to put that to good use, even if it's on a chip win. Because the chip, both players were very low on health during that last round, and True Sonic very easily could have done some kind of a combo into chip. Oh, please get that punish. No punish. Accidentally gets that Hadouken, trying to punish with Shoryuken, which is not an optimal punish anyways. You should opt for that back medium whenever you can. Oh, that neutral jump, but he presses standing, jumping fierce instead of jumping medium kick, which would have gotten the punish. I think there's a jump back when a neutral jump would have done the trick. Neutral jumps is very effective against Cammy, so long as you know when to press them effectively. It's a very powerful way to put an end to her pressure. As a rule of thumb with Ken, normally when you neutral jump, medium kick is your best option because it's very possible for your opponent to go underneath you. Ooh, no DP out of Juju Green Dog. Perhaps thinking it would have been a little bit too predictable. However, True Sonic saying, you know what, I'm not smart enough to predict when you're going to DP and when you're not. Excellent anti-airs coming out of Juju Green Dog.
He can dash underneath that too. Depending on the height, like right there, he might be able to get underneath Ken.
That's actually a lot of anti-airs in this game. If you just dash, you can get underneath, and in a lot of situations still be plus or even get a meaty.
Exactly. And it's a cross-up, right?
It's a cross under you.
Damage.
Both characters full meter. Juju Green Dog can't really afford not to use it. There it is. Oh no! Uses the wrong button of Cannon Spike. Goes directly under that neutral jump. Okay, there's the confirm. Oh my goodness, wakes up. I don't even know if that was a late tech. That was just a wake up throw.
Yeah, it was just wake up throw. Quick rise.
I think he was intending to late tech, which is why we saw that that back throw come out. He just actually pressed it a lot earlier than he should have.
This is first to 3, guys.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh no. True Sonic just walks forward into that cannon strike. Could have easily anti-aired that one. So in this matchup, as Ken, you can afford to throw some Hadoukens, but you can't go crazy because once Candy has beat her, she has a very easy time going through them.
I'd like to see Juju mix up some throws a little bit.
Yep. I do know that True Sonic does have pretty good instincts when it comes to taking throws. However, you do have to challenge that whenever you get the chance.
Exactly. Like, he's not throwing, so True Sonic isn't looking for it.
Exactly. You can have the best pressure in the world, but if you don't have a throw mix-up game to back it up, then it's not going to do you any good. Oh my goodness, there's a crush counter punish off of that DP that was absolutely tragic.
Yeah.
Think about Ken, sometimes those combos will just drop. That could have actually been a crush counter punish right there, but he opts for the throw instead. It's okay, he's got Cammy in the corner. Actually does bait something this time. Very smart out of True Sonic. Oh, but he doesn't manage to capitalize at all. If he were standing closer when he baited that super, it would not have gone across the screen like that. At least I don't think so.
With Spiral Arrow on block, Juju loves to do the his DP right after. People just aren't punishing it. I don't know if it's online or what. The Spiral Arrow is definitely
yeah, that's definitely some online tech. That's punishable in all situations. Even on waves, sometimes you can punish that. Oh, Juju Green Dog getting the 2 crouching medium punches, but does not follow it up with any kind of combo. That's the kind of stuff that you cannot afford to drop, especially this high up in the tournament. Oh no, tragic again. That crouching medium punch wanted to go for the Hadouken to follow it up, but instead gets that Shoryuken. Luckily, he doesn't get punished. Again, with the unsafe block strength, people have to really learn to challenge that back medium punch. However, I know that it's really hard to do, especially with Ken's reduced hit stop. Oh my goodness, just to confirm. Oh, V's trigger cancels it, goes for some fancy swag shenanigans, and instead goes for a fancy swag combo drop. Gets the crouching medium punch, just goes for the throw afterwards, doesn't try to combo. Oh, there's going to be the ground closer from Juju Green Dog, and there's the second match.
Cammy wins. Round 1.
Ouch in chat pointing out that crouching medium punch is actually not a tight block string. I believe you can actually just light Tatsu directly through those 2 crouching medium punches on block. Juju Green Dog losing a lot of health before I can even notice what's going on. That's that 900 health curse. Surprisingly, he's managed to fend off a stun. Oh my goodness, manages to press throw too early and whiffs that throw. That's gotta be tragic. Almost loses for it, but manages to take it back in the nick of time.
Round 2. Fight.
Gets the crouching medium punch after the cross under, but doesn't have enough faith in his own execution to actually follow it up.
I'll be right back.
Oh, baits the DP. Very smart stuff, but manages to drop the crush counter combo. You cannot follow up that crush counter combo with the crouching medium punch. I think he was trying to go for the back medium, got the crouching medium instead. Excellently placed step kick there. That was just about as far as you could possibly place it. Make it safe. At least relatively safe. Juju Green Dog. Both these players sitting on absolute full resources. Juju Green Dog needs to use that if he wants to take this round. Whereas True Sonic can actually... Oh, he already used his meter, but he was looking at a situation where it would have been possible to chip. That's all I needed to do is that crouching medium punch, and True Sonic takes that second match.
Ken wins. Round 1. Fight.
Alright, both players kind of filling each other out. There's the V skill going through the Hadouken and making Juju Green Dog plus. However, True Sonic manages to take back that momentum right away. And that's really what you have to do in this matchup. You have to not let Cammy just stay in her plus frames all day. You have to challenge somehow. Oh, goes for the counter sweep, but just presses it a little bit too late there. Not trained to counter sweeps too effectively, it seems like.
I'm guessing it's 2-2.
Yep. True Sonic knowing how to space those step kicks really well so that they don't get punished. I actually think that Cammy might be able to punish those step kicks at max range with Spiral Arrow. I've never tested that out myself, though. Look at these characters just sort of slugging it out a little bit. Oh my goodness, there's that max range step kick again, this time connecting. Oh, it tries to bait that obvious DP. Very smart stuff out of True Sonic, and there's the anti-air for the round closer.
Round 2. Fight.
Yep, the patience out of True Sonic, but then gets hit by the tick throw. Yeah, that's absolutely something you have to do. You have to challenge, you have to see when you can get those throws in. Especially if your pressure stops working, you gotta start mixing in those throws to get your opponent off kilter. True Sonic just saying, hey, crouching medium punch is a good button, let's just keep pressing it. Oh, there's the crouching short. Really awful block string, but it worked. Oh, yes, you see True Sonic with a little bit of hesitation, waiting for that DP for just a few frames, and then commencing to press buttons. Very smart stuff. And True Sonic takes it.
Ken wins.
All right, Ken advances. Or True Sonic advances, putting on a very strong showing and making a case for himself, not showing up in the next tournament and just sucking it up and doing ranked and going for gold, because you know that you should be able to do it with execution like that. All right, so let's see what our next matchup is. Let's go to the bracket here. True Sonic takes that 3-2. All right, our next match is going to be...
Did we miss one? Strongming and Madridi?
Did we... That happened. I think we just failed to update it. I thought I updated it, but...
And I think Strongming won that one. That's right, that's the Canada Cammy one versus Ken.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what the score of that one was?
No. 2-1? 2-1 sounds
good.
good.
Say that.
So it's going to be
All right, so our next match is
Strongman.
going to be Strongman versus Yoshi FTW. These characters pointing out that they're all getting that those weak knees, those heavy arms, the sweat on their palms already. All right, Strongman versus Yoshi FTW. All right, let's go ahead and drop down. Surprise, surprise, guys! We've got another Cammy versus Ken matchup. I know this is a matchup we haven't been seeing a lot in this tournament, but my expert analysis is that Ken has just slight air superiority with that heavy kick tatsu in the air. You can afford to throw Hadoukens, but not too many because Cammy can go through them with the EX Spiral Arrow. Blah blah blah. We've already seen this matchup a million times. Let's see how this goes. Yoshi FTW says, hopefully I close the stream in time. He does not want this game to lag out. Alright, so what I want to see as Strongman is a little bit fewer risks and some power, some good like anti-airs. And just effective use of that V trigger and meter.
Round 1. Fight.
Strongman coming right out of the gate with that light spiral arrow. Just I don't care, I'm gonna use it. It's not too stupid of an option because of the fact that if the opponent stands still or backs off at the start, it'll just whiff, and that makes it really difficult to punish. But in all of the situations, I will go ahead and say that that's a pretty stupid option.
Tell it like it is.
Oh my goodness, Strongman putting on the pressure, getting that stun right out the gate. Saying, I may have the lowest stun, doesn't matter, I'm still good, I am a good character, god damn it.
Round 2. Fight.
Strongman knowing how to take that. Oh my goodness, that crouching fierce anti-air beating that that EX dive kick. Very difficult to do, but Ken can certainly do it. That's why I say that Ken has air superiority in this matchup. He's got just as powerful, if not stronger, anti-airs, and just as powerful, if not stronger, jump-ins as well. So the only advantage that Cammy really has here is her better buttons. So you have to know how to take that advantage and keep it. Good V-trigger activation. Doesn't combo out of that that confirm though. Oh, there's a spiral arrow. Misses that follow-up with the cannon spike and gets punished for it, clearly. Strongman about to take that as a sweep, but just a little bit of an execution error there, just costing the game. There we go, going for that cross under, Yoshi knowing how to block it. One very powerful mix-up is to go for the cross under and then actually go for the throw. Very few people expect the throw after the cross under.
Or even a neutral jump.
Mm-hmm.
Good pressure here.
Ooh. Yoshi trying to just claw his way out of that corner and Strongman putting him right back into it,
nice.
taking that match. Mark pointing out that it's actually currently impossible to see Cammy because her camouflage is just too strong. I don't know what that camouflage is supposed to blend in with, but
Round 1.
Alright, Yoshi, again, not making too many mistakes there. Just, sort of losing to the fate of the execution gods. Excellent crush counter and excellent follow-up as well. Oh my goodness, it's very difficult to know to follow up that crush counter standing fierce just randomly with a run, especially when you're not punishing anything. Oh, again, neutral jumps and presses that heavy kick button. When you neutral jump, guys, press the cross-up button because it's very easy for your opponent to get under you. Yoshi getting out of the corner with that EX Tatsu, but he's out of meter now. Using that normal jump Tatsu, very powerful option, but you have to space it correctly so that you cross up, and that makes you almost impossible to anti-air. Wake up DP, working for Yoshi. Not do that too often though. Ooh, very, very powerful punish out of Yoshi, and he's gonna take that round. Yep. It's very smart that they did the EX Tatsu there because I'm 100% sure that the normal heavy kick Tatsu would have whipped.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh man, no anti-airs out of Strongman. That's something that you should absolutely. Oh, and then the air-to-air light kick, not smart. It's gonna put you minus. You want to anti-air from the ground. Whoa, I'm not sure what happened there, but
He thought he was gonna end up on the other side, and he just backdashed.
Yeah, it looked like his character thought he was gonna end up on the other side as well. It looked like that jab like started to come out to the left a little bit and then came out to the right. Good tick throw coming out of Strongman. Yoshi also not 100% with his throw techs. Again, both players sitting on. Oh, there we go. Yoshi knowing how to use his meter to get out of the corner. Very smart stuff. That's one of Ken's few tools that he has to actually get out of the corner. And even then, it's not too reliable.
Ooh, good poke. A little bit of matchup knowledge there.
Yeah, I don't like that that Yoshi just sort of blocked there. He was sort of expecting a DP, but after that V-trigger cancel, you are plus.
Just on Raw?
Oh, well, if you press a button to it, like crouching medium into V-trigger, you're plus.
Okay.
Hadouken into V-trigger, you're plus. Heading roundhouse into V-trigger, you're plus.
Yeah,
Oh,
punishable.
gets the punish. Yep. Oh, excellent. Confirms there. Knows not to accidentally finish a full combo and manages to actually confirm the block into additional pressure. Very smart stuff out of Yoshi. Very seasoned execution here. Yoshi's sitting on that full meter. What's he going to do with it? Spends it on an EX Hadouken. I don't agree with that. Oh, excellent usage of the V reversal there. Even if it doesn't knock the opponent down, it's excellent for stopping that that pressure and getting the opponent to stop being plus. There's the crouching medium kick. Yoshi for the win, takes that win.
Ken wins.
Good patience by Yoshi there, letting the throw whiff, and then punishing it.
A little bit excited to see a Yoshi versus True Sonic Grand Finals if that's what ends up happening. Both of these characters, very solid execution, very solid reactions. Oh man, Strongman just very dominantly just taking the pressure, not letting it go. Oh, and there's the stun. That's all you needed. That's definitely a bad call. When your stun bar is that high, you should keep an eye out for it and play a little bit defensively until it builds back up. If you need to, use those V reversals because they'll eat a chunk of your stun away right away. So yeah, that was a bad call on Yoshi's part. You need to learn when to just back off and take a breather.
Round 2. Fight.
Strongman starting off with that spiral arrow. Yoshi really needs to catch on to that. He's been doing it almost every round. Oh, there's that wake up light Tatsu. Surprisingly effective option, even though you wouldn't think that it would be. Oh, good news to jump. Uses the medium punch, the medium kick there to get the cross up, but doesn't follow through. Doesn't matter. There's the follow through into the corner. However, Yoshi jumps, gets the cross up, and then goes for a throw, but doesn't opt to throw Strongman back into the corner. I don't agree with that, but you know what? Doesn't matter. You get the win. But yeah, Yoshi needs to be a little bit more mindful of that corner. He's been doing a good job of getting out of it. However, you also need to learn to keep your opponent in it. Again, goes for the neutral jump, but presses heavy kick instead of medium kick. That medium kick would have gotten that punish on that V skill. A little bit too much patience out of Yoshi. And this is going to give Yoshi full meter, so this can absolutely go either way at this point. Oh, there's the V reversal, not wanting to deal with that pressure. Here we go, throw Strongman into the corner, and then again, goes for the cross-up into the corner. Not smart stuff. There are certain times when the cross-up is a good idea, and when you're in the corner is not one of them. Oh, excellent Feeder's Kick Tatsu, very powerful option.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, and there's the DP to close that match.
Cammy wins.
So while I'm liking the usage of V reversal out of Yoshi, as Strongman, as the Cammy player in this matchup, you absolutely do want to force the Ken player to use V reversal as often as you can, because the more, if he just uses that V reversal once or twice, it's highly likely that Ken's never going to build his V trigger at all.
I'd like to see him throw him into the corner. We haven't seen that much from Strongman. See, he's always throwing them away from the corner.
Throwing their opponents away from the corner, not being mindful of that corner. And it looks like, I like the dashes to push Strongman towards the corner when he doesn't quick recover.
Yeah.
A lot of these players in this tournament not really making the best use out of that quick recovery, especially against grapplers, and especially when your character sucks in the corner. You want to be careful not to do no recovery too often. You only want to opt for normal recovery if you know that there's some kind of setup that it'll mess up.
Very nice.
Very swag combo coming out of Strongman. I like that. And he still keeps all of his meter. This is looking very, very convincing for Strongman.
Round 2.
The odds are tilted in his favor.
On match point.
There we go. Opts to not start that round with the spiral arrow. And instead goes for that V skill, which is an equally effective option that is actually safe on block. Oh, there's the corner carry out of Yoshi. Is he gonna? Oh, he mistimes the meaty. Got to grind that out in training mode.
And again, he threw him away from the corner, and he gets put back in the corner.
Oh man. Yeah, Yoshi has to be a little bit more mindful of which direction he's throwing his opponent into. It looks like he's just pressing the throw button and praying. Oh, good throw tech out of Yoshi. Whoa. These players just sort of dancing around. I don't like the EX Hadouken. Doesn't get you very much, especially as Ken. At least as Ryu, it'll get you a knockdown. Oh, no punish! V-reversal is the spiral arrow. That's not smart. You gotta know what's punishable and know not to V-reversal and opt for the punish. That's why it's sometimes a little bit risky to just decide ahead of time that you're going to V-reversal the next hit. And there's the kill. I don't know if that was Chip or if that was straight up kill.
Chip.
I think it was Chip.
Chip, yeah.
Yep.
Cammy wins.
FML tries to DP, says Yoshi. Alright, good play out of Strongmang. And so, Strongmang moves back, claws his way, I believe, of the losers bracket.
So we're gonna have Strongmang versus Juju Green Dog.
Ah, okay. So we have another losers bracket match. Let's go ahead and that was, I believe, 3-1.
Yes,
Strongmang
3-1.
All right. So next losers bracket match is going to be Strongmang. Yep, Strongmang versus Juju Green Dog. So let's go ahead.
Finals.
This is losers finals. All right, let's invite Juju. And so it's looking like no matter what happens, our grand finals is going to be a Ken versus Cammy. All right, back.
It's go time.
All right, Cammy Mirror. This is gonna be another nuts matchup. It's all gonna come down to who knows how to use their meter more, who knows how to use their V trigger and meter more effectively, and who knows how to put on the pressure, not let it go, keep their opponent cornered, and know how to DP effectively to end the opponent's pressure. While the easy solution is just to not let your opponent get any pressure started, it absolutely is going to happen when you're playing against Cammy that you're gonna find yourself in those minus frames in that trap. And so DP is a very effective tool at getting out of that.
Also very dangerous.
Very risky. In this matchup, though, you kind of have to use it because your V-reversal is very easy to block. So. True Sonic sweating bullets here, saying, I don't know what to do against Cammy in the finals. It's okay, True Sonic. You've got a whole upper bracket advantage.
And you get to watch. Study your opponent.
These players are getting a tiny bit of lag. Lots of random spiral arrows coming out. Oh, good anti-air out of Juju Green Dog.
I'd like to see him dash under that still.
Juju Green Dog being so considerate as to pick a costume with green on it so we can easily establish which character is which. Oh my goodness, goes through the crouching medium kick with the V skill. Such a powerful V skill. Oh, there's the hooligan combo into Cannon Strike. Again, you've got to keep an eye out for that. Even in V trigger, it's very easy to anti-air that hooligan combo. It's so telegraphed.
Fight.
I don't find her V skill that powerful. You watch Kobo Cog play, he rarely uses it. It's easy to poke, right, at the higher level.
Cammy does not really, she doesn't need to depend on her V skill, but it is very powerful if you know how to space it correctly. It's very easy for wake up pressure, and if you time it perfectly, you can go through normals with it.
Yes, you can.
Ooh, autocorrect cannon spike. Oh my goodness, manages to get the sweet punish on that V-skill spiral arrow. This is something to take home, guys. Those V-trigger spiral arrows are not necessarily safe. If they do not fly far enough to the opposite end of the screen and you can reach them, you absolutely should try.
Final round. Fight.
Juju on a full stick of butter.
Almost counter hit confirmed for Strongman, but he presses that medium punch a little bit too late. Oh my goodness, and there's Juju Green Dog putting Strongman into the corner, and there's the panic DP, which it looked like Juju Green Dog was being a little bit hesitant about. It looked like he was trying to bait it, but just managed to press forward at the exact wrong moment.
Nice damage there.
Ooh, way to challenge that block string. Excellent stuff from coming out of Juju Green Dog. Oh, goes for the anti-air, but doesn't quite reach. Managed to trade with that V skill.
That was a nice.
Oh, again, wake up DP. Juju needs to really start baiting those.
Down
Looks
the
like he's
wire
aware
here.
of it. He's just not baiting properly. Doesn't matter. Takes the round.
Now,
Yeah, both of
Strongman
these
could have did
players-
his CA.
Yeah, both these players had
And
full
chip
sticks
them
of
out.
butter. They could have easily taken that very... Yeah, especially once the other Cammy player activates her V skill, or her V trigger rather. You can take it with chip damage very easily.
Round
Sanford
one.
and Stun's pointing out both these players are pretty good for silver. I mean, that's the idea of this tournament. We want to... It's for people to improve and sort of explore the matchups. Like, even if they haven't been seeing too much success in ranked, this is to like give them that match experience that they need without having to succumb to ranked. When you get longer sets and when you get this environment where people can tell you what you're doing wrong, it's a lot easier to improve. Both these characters slugging it out. Oh, I like the V-trigger confirm. Oh, it drops the follow-up, however. I don't like the
very
random
nice.
spiral arrows, especially in V-trigger, because you can use those on safe dive kicks.
Mission complete.
It's very tempting as a Cammy player to just throw out those random spiral arrows because they work every now and again, but it's just not worth it in terms of risk versus reward. Ooh. Juju Green Dog challenging those block strings, saying, I don't care if I'm minus, let me go ahead and press a button. Oh my goodness, there's the punish. Excellent stuff coming out of Juju Green Dog. Almost done for Strongman.
Mode there.
Doesn't punish that that sweep. You know it's okay, you managed to get the V reversal and get out of the corner. Oh, Strongman. Every time you see that that jumping, I think heavy kick, that's supposed to be a dive kick.
Yep.
That's not going to kill, but it's going to come damn close.
And that should.
Oh, and there's the punish to the death.
drop.
Oh my goodness! Drops the combo, but you know what? He wasn't dropping the combo. He just wanted to bait that EX dive kick. Let's go ahead and say that EX DP. Let's just go ahead and say that.
Round
Both
one.
good cammies, but both room for improvement.
Absolutely. Way too many risks coming out of these players. The meter management is not optimal, and a lot of dropped combos coming out of these players. But we can see as these matches are progressing, they are both improving, especially in the execution department.
Yes.
Oh my god, excellent counter hit confirm, but doesn't follow through. That's one thing you've got to practice in training mode. You got to know what's a counter hit confirm.
Oh, just random.
Almost done for Juju Green Dog, and there's
There
the
it
throw
is,
for the
yeah.
stun, and this is going to be death.
Mission complete.
So here's a little bit of advanced tech here for you. If your opponent gets stunned and you have a massive light lead, it's sometimes smart to whiff fast specials just to build a tiny bit of meter before they get back up off the ground. With Karen, I like to use light Mujin Kyaku. I'm not sure what Cammy's best option there is though.
DP.
Okay,
Yeah, I see Copal doing it all the time.
just whiff a few light DPs.
Yep.
I think you might be able to get like 2 in there before the opponent gets up.
Yep.
Alright, Juju sitting on that full meter. What's he gonna do with it?
shimmy
Both
Ah,
these players have
gross.
V-Trigger and V-Reversals available. There it is. There's that V-Reversal out of Strongman. Very smart to use that in the corner. That's like the best V-Reversal for getting out of the corner, with the exception of maybe Nash's. Juju Green Dog, pulling it out. Not going down without a fight.
Final round. Fight.
Yep, those Ken strikes, if they're not EX or V-Trigger, they're almost always minus. You absolutely want to challenge those.
Yep. Depends
Especially
where
at that
it gets on the
height,
player.
it's going to be punishable.
Yep.
That's true. I believe you can get it to be like +1 at best? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's got to hit him in the shins though, but in the head or anything.
Yeah,
above the
it's
waist is
punishable
definitely-
in the head.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting those jab confirms, but not following through with anything. Good
Juju.
DP out of Juju, taking that match.
Cammy win.
I think Juju's new to the Discord.
Hmm. So people in chat pointing out that a lot of these players are very strong for silver. So here's one of the main differences between silver and gold. There's 3 things that I like to point at. It's your ability to throw tech. It's your ability to get your opponent into the corner and stay out of the corner, and then it's the ability to always follow through on hit confirms, because one dropped confirm can absolutely be a game changer. So if you get that hit confirm, you want to make sure that you round out the muscle memory enough to always follow through with a combo. Like we saw just there, Strongman got that standing medium punch, but didn't follow through. You never want to let those opportunities pass you by.
I also find when I play Ultra Silvers and Golds and higher, once they start teching the throws, you have to learn the shimmy.
Absolutely, and that's the difference
with
between
Cammy.
gold and platinum, is knowing how to
Yeah.
counter the shimmy.
With Cammy, it's all about the shimmy in the higher levels.
Oh yeah, Cammy's a very powerful shimmy player.
Round 2.
Cammy and Ryu love to shimmy. Chun as well. Whoa, there's that missed dive kick input. That's another thing that you want to practice. Especially this Cammy, you can't afford to ever drop that input. Again,
So the stun.
a lot of confirms from both players. So many missed opportunities on both ends. Whoever advances to grand finals, they're gonna have to start getting a little bit more smooth with their execution.
Oh, there's a shimmy. Juju sitting on everything here.
Yep, both these players are sitting on full beater, and they're about to both have V trigger. There it is. There we go. Strongman using it, getting out of the corner with the dive kick. I like that. That's very smart.
Juju activating. There it is. Just random.
Oh, and there's the
spiral arrow.
random spiral arrow. Just do it. Strongman not able to block that in time.
Final round.
I just like that he
in the
activated.
round.
Fight.
I believe this is actually a match point for Juju.
Yes, it is. Again with a random.
Into the corner and then jumps over. Oh, I don't like that at all, especially if you're not even going to go for the cross up. Strongman just wanted to be in the corner for some reason.
It's home.
Yeah, I like it here. It's cozy.
Good activation.
So many resources for both players. Yeah,
Yeah.
Juju not activating that V trigger. You got to learn, if you have it, activate it. You're one of 2 characters in the game that don't need to do anything fancy with your V trigger. Just activate it and use it. Put it to good use.
Hopefully Juju watches this.
All right, so this is down to the last match. Who's going to take it? Is it going to be Cammy or is it going to be Cammy?
Round
We're
1.
gonna find out.
Fight.
Yeah, both of these players sort of at almost the same skill level, pretty much. I'm seeing a lot of the same mistake coming out of both of
Yep.
them. Oh, there's that corner
There's-
carry
there's
into
the
throw
stun.
into stun. That's gotta be the round. If this isn't the round, it's
close.
gotta be some kind of epic comeback. There it is. There's the throw. That's all he needed.
Strongman putting his controller down. Fuck this shit.
Juju Green Dog not remembering where he lost any health, but apparently he just barely didn't get that P. Oh, excellent anti-air. So
anti-air, yeah.
smart. Oh, just barely too far to get that that confirm. I believe you can actually use that medium kick instead, and that'll still combo. Wow, excellent counter hit confirm. No follow-up, though. You gotta know what counter hit confirms for your character. You gotta have the state of mind, the presence of mind to follow up on it. Very high-level stuff, but it's absolutely something you can get used to. Oh, again, no follow-through, but it's okay. Just walk
Yep.
up throw, and that'll do the trick, and Juju Green Dog takes it.
He could have went into spiral arrow there, but
Cammy win.
throws enough.
Opts for the throw. After the 3-button confirm, he's like, you know, let's just go for the throw.
Swag.
All right, good stuff out of both players.
All right. So
Very
we're
good
in grand
reactions,
finals.
but both these players need to work on their presence of mind, their meter usage, and their execution. So let's go ahead and update the here. So Juju Green Dog takes that 3-2. And now we've got grand finals between True Sonic and Juju Green Dog. And now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the way that these double elimination brackets work, True Sonic only needs to win one game, so that's 3 matches. And Juju Green Dog needs to win a game and then reset the bracket to bring True Sonic down into losers, and then win again in order to take this tournament. So everything is in True Sonic's favor here. So let's see if Juju Green Dog can get his sort of like perfect his play a little bit and show us a bracket reset. And let's also see how True Sonic handles this matchup. I know he's just been sort of sweating to himself this entire time, watching these camis play and wondering what he's going to do to counter it. But I don't think True Sonic really has any adjustments that he needs to make. He's been putting on a really commanding, strong showing. He's been doing pretty well with his throw attacks. He's been doing pretty well with his anti-airs. He's been having pretty decent execution, except on stun combos. So let's just see how this goes.
I still think we should if True Sonic wins, we should still strip him of his title.
Round 1.
All right, let's see how these two players opt to start the round. Juju Green Dog just putting out some jabs, feeling out his opponent. True Sonic feeling out his ability to jump in. Both these characters have very powerful anti-airs. So it's all going to come down to who's able to use them more effectively. Oh my goodness, there's the jump in fierce punch into big, huge damage, especially on Cammy. That hurts a lot when you have 900 health and 900 stun. Oh, I don't like the air-to-air. Those aren't ever smart, especially when you have amazing anti-airs coming from the ground. Anti-airs coming from the ground.
This is a
Again,
run back
that
as well. True Sonic put Juju. Yeah, True Sonic put Juju in losers. So this is the run back. And he beat him 3-2.
So let's see if True Sonic can keep that momentum from the previous match going, or if Juju Green Dog can learn anything from his mistakes. Whoa! I don't like that Hadouken after the V reversal.
Good pressure here.
Oh my goodness, there's the stun. Again, that's one of those things you have to be present-minded about and know when to just down back and take it easy.
Drop the combo there.
When you're close to stun.
Didn't matter.
Green Dog doing a lot of dropping confirms and throwing.
Could be the nerves.
Final round.
This is grand finals.
Sometimes when it takes the round, you just it's tempting to just like not even bother with trying with confirm. Just assume it's going to be blocked and going for the throw. Ooh, managed just to go over that Hadouken with the well-placed dive kick. True Sonic trying to press buttons after that V skill, and that's not something you can do. If you want to press a button, your only button is medium punch DP. And there it is. Both these characters sitting on full meter. Juju actually having full V trigger, not using it. Not sure what he's saving it for. Oh, that's an absolutely punishable step kick. Very uncharacteristic of True Sonic. Doesn't go for an optimal punish with Juju doesn't punish that optimally and pays for it with the match. That could have gone very differently if Juju had punished that step kick properly and gone into super.
Round 1.
Alright, Juju. Gonna need to figure something out. Gonna need to start using that V-trigger and that meter more effectively and start not dropping those confirms and those punishes.
Yeah, I'm coaching him in the Discord.
Yep.
Hopefully he's reading it.
Oh, I see the attempt at a shimmy there.
Yep.
It's smart that he had the presence of mind to block that sweep. The sweeps can blow shimmies a lot of the time. Oh, there's the stun in the corner.
Drop
Oh, drops the combo. That's so tragic. Pulls a True Sonic dropping the stun combo. Still managed to take the round, though.
We may have to label it that.
That's the true Sonic now.
The true
He's gonna
Sonic.
hate that so much. Oh man, that you had an eternity to anti-air that dive kick, but no anti-air, no challenge either. It's okay, back to neutral. A little bit too far for that tick throw. Please get this
Yeah.
punish. No, Hadouken is not a punish. He was going for the Shoryuken, but that's still not an optimal punish. You need to just back medium. Juju again, sitting on a full V-trigger and a full meter. Not using it. And there's no reason not to use it.
I like the throws coming out of Juju. Mixing up nice.
Yeah, he's been connecting with those throws a lot. True Sonic needs to figure something out. I think this is death.
Yeah,
Cammy does not have
definitely
enough health to
death.
survive this. This is absolutely death. Oh, eat that fiery foot.
Smell it.
Final round.
Alright, so theoretically Juju has the advantage here with that full bar meter, but we've been seeing that Juju really doesn't use that meter very often, and it's something that you really have to like just get in the habit of doing. Like, especially with Cammy, like that EX dive kick is such a powerful tool. Even if it gets anti-air every now and again, it's still very, very powerful. You can also use that EX spiral arrow to go through projectiles.
So, last round, Juju needs to do something with his resources again. Right there, he could have activated.
Absolutely, we're seeing the same
And use
mistakes
the
over and
CA.
over again. We're seeing the execution drops. We're
Yep.
seeing the lack of usage of meter.
I just hope it doesn't cost him.
Ooh, interrupting that V-trigger with that crouching medium, very active. Still a bit of a gamble to use it against that V skill, but oh, yep, there's the round closer.
Ken wins.
He likes to just throw out the random CA.
True Sonic about to sweep this this grand finals match.
Yep.
Round one. Fight.
Neutral jump and
Okay.
a heavy kick.
Just walked right up to him.
Sure. Oh, again, interrupting that that V skill with that crouching medium punch. Again, it is a good option because it has a good range and it is very active, but that can get you blown up if you mistime it. Ooh, no confirm out of True Sonic there. Oh no, that's not punishable at all. You should not try. Even though it looks hella punishable, Cammy is totally safe.
And again, he didn't activate his V trigger.
Matter of fact, True Sonic, there it is. I was about to say True Sonic can afford to activate his V-trigger. Oh, and there's the remembrance of Juju Green Dog. Wait, that's right. This is a mechanic that exists in the game.
Oh, nice throw. Magic Pixel, got him.
Yep, crouching short, all you need.
Round two. Fight.
Alright, so let's hope that Juju Green Dog can learn to activate that V-trigger. He did it last round. See if he can keep that up. Ooh, very smart out of True Sonic. Just hesitating a little bit at that back medium, just waiting to see what Juju's reaction is, because he knows that that's negative. Oh no, Cena, that's a pretty obvious DP, and every single time that you've aired like that does,
Yeah.
Juju has answered with that DP, and so it gets to a point where you have to recognize that and start baiting it. Excellent anti-air. Oh, again, tragic! That crouching medium kick into Shoryuken. You gotta start using those half-circle inputs. Both these characters sitting on full meter. True Sonic activates his V-trigger. Now Juju is going to remember. Oh, except it's too late. He is dead.
Final round.
Juju sitting on full meter. Hasn't been using it. Gets that back medium. Not godlike enough to confirm.
True Sonic is on tournament point.
Yeah, this is tournament point for True Sonic.
Juju fighting for his life.
Yep. Oh my goodness, just the buttons! Oh, and then the drop Hadouken again. That's the
There
third
it
drop
is.
Hadouken we've seen this match. There's that super. It might be too little too late though. This is only going to tie up the life.
Yep, True Sonic still has all his meter.
He's
Go for
almost got that
opening.
meat trigger.
Yep.
And
Oh,
there it
this
is.
might be it.
Oh, and this is a punish.
didn't
Oh, he
cancel.
could have killed right
Yeah, he
there,
didn't cancel
but
it.
he didn't cancel it into the super. You know he was going for it. It's okay though, because here's
Yeah,
the punish
got it.
into the kill. Wow, commanding display out of True Sonic.
3-0.
Can win.
True Sonic, I was telling myself in the back of my head, if you could land a stun and get a stun combo in that that grand finals match, I would have waived the title of the True Sonic, but I'm afraid it's gonna stick. But still, very good stuff. Congratulations on winning the tournament. Now hit ranked and go hit gold, so you'll never have
Yep.
to make all of these newbies suffer again.
We might have to ban you from the tournaments.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure once you win the tournament, you're not allowed back here. We love you, but no, go to ranked and show us that you can get gold.
He's been trying though. I think he competed in almost every one of our tournaments. I know he was late for one of them. He thought it was the wrong day.
Yeah, that's true. He thought it was gonna be on Sunday and it
Yeah.
was rescheduled, so he didn't actually show up.
Yeah,
But
so he has been
but
trying.
Yeah, he made 4th place last time he entered a tournament, and he took it this time around. So very good showing.
Mm-hmm.
Jarb saying, "At least I lost to the winner." That's what feels good. Is when the person who knocked you out goes on to take it. It's like,
Yep.
okay, I'm okay with this. Alrighty, so congrats to everybody who participated in the tournament and who just showed up. Everybody did very well. We saw a lot of improvement. Again, shouts out to Jarb's 90. I'm very interested to see like what he comes back with next tournament. And
With that birdie.
my
yes.
condolences to everybody who matched up against our powerful Camis and Kens in the first and second rounds. Hopefully the next tournament will be a little bit more balanced in terms of character selections. Again, shout out to Bucket using the worst character in the game and actually getting further than I would have expected.
Bicket.
And shouts out to our commentators, tournament organizers, and stream techs, Vinegar and Mount Lover, who did an excellent job, except for
Yep.
that very first like major fuck up.
Sorry
You know,
about
it's
that,
okay.
guys.
It happened. It was a practice round. You know, sure. It was just to get rid of the jitters.
Everybody
Don't
needed that warm up, I think. So
yeah.
you guys should be thanking us, actually.
Yeah, if anything.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mr. Cootie Mang saying should have used Nikali. Nikali is the top 4 character. I totally back up the decision to start picking up Nikali. But yeah, congratulations to everybody. Hope you had fun. I am starving, so I'm going to get some food.
Anybody that's in the
But if you
stream,
guys want to start having some post tournament lobby action, you can go ahead and get on with that.
yeah, anybody that's in the stream, if you want to join the Discord, the links are in the stream. Just type Discord, !Discord.
Mhm.
And I think that's it.
Alrighty, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for being my co-commentator and organizer,
Thank you.
Mr. Vinegar.
All right, see you guys
Have a
later.
good day.